I'm down here in Londonderry, Sainsbury's. And the thing that pisses me off, I got up early this morning. Finished work late last night. It's one of them typical Fridays. And I had to go to Austell to get a parcel. Only if after standing behind, you know when you always get like maybe one person in a queue, just one person, and you take forever. They have to buy cigarettes, they have to buy lottery tickets, they have to pay by cheque. Do you know when you get these people? I've had another one there in Sainsbury's. One man in there and his daughter. His daughter lost the telly. He's in front of me. He's sneezing. He hasn't got a mask on. He's paying by cash. His cash is sticking together. And, you know, then he decides to use a couple of vouchers that have expired. And they had to check that they expired. And you get these people. One man, half an hour. Well, a bit like that yesterday too. I left me at about 9 o'clock then before I got home. But it's a couple of things I always want to do in the back of my head. You know, I don't... different times of year I like to do different types of things. Start of September. Well, it's the start of September. Days are getting shorter. I want to do the Inishowen 100. It's been a while since I've done it. That's 100 miles. I don't, you know, it's funny how it's 100 miles and they're kilometres now. But it's 100 miles. But it's not 100 miles as in going from here to Belfast. Or here to, it's wee narrow roads, it's lots of wee places to stop off at. And it starts off by going through Buncrana, which I'm at all the time, so I want to skip Buncrana today. But maybe in me, I do a wee bit of shopping and stuff when I'm passing by. Get as much crammed in as possible. I even went to go to the toilets in Sainsbury's. They're closed for cleaning. That woman, if that girl hadn't lost the teddy, she would have had the cleaning finished. And of course the women's are open, it's the men's is closed. And the thing is, I've been listening to the weather all week, that's what I'm getting to now. Well, listen to the weather all week. Oh, not your fault, Wallow. No, it's not your fault I'm on the ground. And it's dry all week. It's dry all next week. And it's to start warming up from Monday. And today it's dry. I look at my phone. I'll check the weather on the phone. It's dry. But like, look around you. Look around you. It ain't dry. The slow speed in my wipers is not fast enough to clear me wonder. So Sunday it gives rain. That's what they've been saying all week. Rain on Sunday. So I thought, well, one of these, because I was a bit late last night and heading off, I thought, well, I'll leave the caravan this weekend because I want to do the Inishowen 100. And if I leave it much later in the year, you can't do it in winter time when it's dark at 4 o'clock. You know, you're not going to see much sightseeing and coming home in the dark around trusty roads. So I'll do the Inishowen 100 today. And I've been to see many names. There's a fort outside Buncrana, been at it plenty of times. But I never knew there was an upper fort. Dunree. I never knew there was an upper Dunree fort. Because all my things have been lazy. I thought, well, it's not to be too warm today. The light's pretty long. I'm home late from work. It's dry. All these things are lining up. I'll go do the Inishowen 100 today. I've got up. It's pushing the rain. Wanted to tell her on my back. And well, you have been a wee bit slow this morning. You didn't go to poo. Well, we go to a wee place in the morning called Poo Field. And Walla goes and does a poo. But did you go this morning? No. So then we went to plan B, where she does a poo. And she did do it. And then she wanted to eat the grass. Did she finish eating the grass? No. Walla, you're going to trip these joggers up. And there's joggers around the place. I hate joggers. I'm going to have joggers. I was doing... There's always that many of them. And Walla likes to zigzag. And zigzag and Wallow and joggers don't go together. Come on, Wallow. So she's only getting a wee tiny stretchy legs because I don't want it puffed out. I've got Inishowen 100 to do now. But I'm going to persevere. If I don't get to finish it, I don't finish it. But if I don't finish it today, it probably won't be done till next year. And Wallow's not getting any younger. But that rain is just steady. It's not the rain that soaks you in 2 minutes, but you've been soaked a half an hour. It's coming sideways here. It's probably messed the camera up. It's musty. But like going by the weather, like, and even at that, I listened to the weather forecast this morning and read Ulster. on a 2:15. Why it was 2:15, I don't know. As you want to chat, you want to steal you, and you know where they muck about. They start, they don't actually, why know the weather? They always spend a wee minute of time, spending 45 seconds, gossip about nothing. And then the actual weather, and then they tell you about next week, and then they tell you about last week, and they tell you about America, but they don't tell you what it's doing today. And the satellite link up broke, and I never heard the weather. But all I heard was that Post Stewart's dry, but that wasn't the weather forecast woman. That's the woman chatting about the forecast woman, because she's on Post Stewart. But take these weather ones, they need a shake up. You wouldn't take a service from McDonald's or nobody else. So I'll go back to the car now. I like the stockpile. So this morning I bought 12 packs of 4-pack beans, 9 10 packs of 9 packs of 9-pack Kit Kats. I like the bulk buy. The shelves is pretty empty, but I haven't been at that many shops in a while. And but I can only buy things when they're cheap. I can't pay full price for something, which is why I bulk buy. So I was going into a few shops on all my journeys. Went to Austell yesterday because Austell never has nothing in stock. Hate the Austell store. So we'll head back to the car now. I'm only skipping to the toilets here now. Should be clean by now. No more teddies have been lost. Come on over to the car, Wallo. I must say, the rain is getting heavier now. Like, it's getting heavier. I brought the leggings. I brought a whole war arsenal in the boot. Because it's going to be one of them days, but it's not supposed to be raining. It's not supposed to be warm. We're getting soaked now, and it's probably going to scorch us later on, like, and Wallo won't be able to walk. We'll get everything today, Wallo. Come on now, honey. Up we go. There's me shopping. Always put the heavy stuff in the boot, or heavy stuff next to the back of the seat, so if we do an emergency stop, there's a wee Kit Kats there, like £1. That's why I like a wee Kit Kat with a cup of tea, but they're very hard to get. I'll tell you something else I've noticed too, and not your fault, Wallo. Denture sticks, we call them teeth cleans. 28 sticks, £5. You normally get 28 sticks for $4.50. And they're not cutting them down now to 3 weeks supply instead of 4 weeks. I pulled my fly one there. So stock up on your denture sticks. I need to get a pair of denture sticks. Before I go home, I want that boot full of denture sticks. Hold on there, Pep. Let's off this alarm. So we'll go over now to Home Bargains, see if any denture sticks over there. Outside Home Bargains now, the rain is pushing. I went to B&M's. It's one of them days, I might call it quits. I went to B&M's. One man on the till, young boy. One girl getting served the till. They must be in the GAA, are you red or something else. And then he's going on about Ansfield and all that crap and all. I started with 4 bottles of water, says fuck this, threw it in the basket and walked out. It's one of them mornings, like, it's unbelievable. People are just, there's a woman in there at Home Bargains, I don't know why she's alive. So go, around the whole store, no staff, she's coughing. How she's walking, I don't know, like. Poor woman, maybe it's nothing to do with cold, maybe she has a condition, I don't know.
Although it's past its best now, but
she should be in a wheelchair or something, like. She shouldn't be, it's a pretty old woman, like. That's why.
Scabious family, which is,
I don't know, well, the rain is pushing, it is pushing.
which is, I think, about 7
The forest still saying dry,
and has amazing
rain tomorrow.
primrose pom-pom head.
You see, I don't mind pushing rain, but you select your location. Out in the open, there's no point in doing a coastal route. There's no point in doing a coastal route when brilliant views if you can see fuck all, like. There's no point, well. But rain like that there would be better than a wee woody somewhere. Should have been away in the caravan, well, I think it should have been. So I think we'll forget about that because it's just pure grey. There's no sign of any light getting out anywhere. Well, down this end now, denture sticks are up in price. I pulled the fly one, and there's the same. It used to be small. I mean, I'll tell you what else they're doing as well. Well, you know what they're doing? Denture sticks, pedigree chum make them. They have a wee picture in the front showing 3 dogs. A wee dog, a middle-sized dog, and a big dog. And the one that was black was the one that was in the box. But you notice gone and done. They've only put on one dog now and one weight. So people don't notice. They don't notice. They've changed the single pack to the double pack to make it look bigger. And they put the medium-sized ones on the double pack. But you see when it comes to the large sticks, they're only giving 3 weeks to apply the large sticks. Charging the same price. 25% raise, I reckon that is. 25% raise and denture sticks, Willow. Alright, are we going to have to start cutting them in half again, are we? Alright, like the olden times. All the shops are doing it. That's why I'm checking the shops for denture sticks. That there is legging day there now. I should have brought the winter leggings. That rain is pushing now. Pushing. That's not a shower. That's pushing rain there. Like, how the weather forecast get that so wrong, I do not know. Okay, but the wrong end of the country, Pet. But we can, if it says nice, cool, dry day in Antrim, we could be up there in an hour. But the weather forecast is not telling me very much. You can't believe it. I reckon it's pushing on post-Jute now as well. I'm really tempted, you know, to head down to, although we would have done it anyway. I'm really tempted to head down to Moville and do the coastal walk, because we wouldn't have done the coastal walk today if we'd done the route. We wouldn't attend to the coastal walk, but the coastal walk wouldn't be your favourite. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. But the noise of the waves, rain doesn't sound as bad when you hear a few waves beside you. Moville's a right wee bit away in Greencastle. But we haven't done it in a while, and you wouldn't be too warm. You could do it today. And then the way home, come round by Tesco's maybe. But see, you need to walk, you need to walk now. Unless we just head down to the wee nature reserve there, down below the Foyle Bridge. It's going to be wet, Willow. It's going to be wet. Culmore. No matter my shelter in Culmore. Oh, think about it. Checking the Northern Ireland weather here. Doesn't matter what website I go on, there's no rain. Something badly wrong, like it's supposed to be up to date here, like. It's saying sunny spells and all on the GB weather and rain in the afternoon in parts of Northern Ireland. But like, you can understand them getting the weather forecast wrong yesterday, but you think, well, by now they're bound to know, like. Cookstown looking pretty good. We were going to go to John Manor. I was going to go to John Manor last night. Look at that wall of Cookstown. Nice, a nice 14 in Cookstown. And dry. We would have enjoyed that, wouldn't we? You know, the one weekend, but it's just stupid work, eh, like. Also, people can get the pies. I don't know, exhaust pipe, that's all we need now. Well, it's exhaust pipe to get you going. Now this is the latest Northern Ireland weather forecast BBC News. This is not the Irish fashion stuff, this is the latest. I accept everything, just tell me what it's going to do.
Hello, good evening to you. Well, after 2 weeks of dry weather, we actually have some rain in the forecast for the second half of this weekend. But before that, it is business as usual, that grey, cloudy setup. Where we get any clear spells tonight, we may just see a little bit of mist and fog forming, a bit of low cloud over the hills by dawn tomorrow morning. But I think under the blanket of cloud, for most of us, temperatures are going to stay in double figures, so overnight lows of 10 to 13 Celsius. And it sets us up for rather a grey and cloudy start to the weekend. That
I haven't
cloud
heard rain
quite
yet.
thick to begin with, and we might just see some patchy light rain and drizzle out of the thickest cloud through the morning period. Generally, though, across the whole of the UK and Ireland, it's quite a dry setup. The odd little bit of patchy light rain here and there, and as we go through the afternoon, we may start to see a few breaks in that cloud developing, but generally it is still quite a cloudy picture. Top temperatures 16 to 19 degrees on Saturday. But as we head into the second half of the weekend, and particularly later on Sunday, this weather front starts to move in, the high pressure gives way, and that is going to give some...
Well, I can say what they want. Patchy light rain, there's no patchiness in that. Torrential. There's not a glimmer. Well, starts to dry up in the afternoon, will it? Dry up in the afternoon. I think what we'll do now, we'll go down to, we're down this run, right? I may as well do another wee bit of shopping today, Pet. We'll do shopping now in this raining. We'll go down to Amelia Earhart Country Park. We haven't been there in a while. We're down to Amelia Earhart, and on the way down we pass Little and Jollies. And don't think it's any point in checking the range for denture sticks. Iceland. We'll get frozen stuff. And you like Anthony Galvin Hospital? I'll take a wee walk around Anthony Galvin Hospital, will we? The other side of the bridge. Maybe we should just go to Grantia, you know. Maybe we should just go to Grantia, one of our favourites. Call an end to the shopping, go to Grantia. I'll go down to Tesco's. You do the wee Bowling Green, go home, get tummies filled, and the evening could be a completely different day. I will do that. This is the new Little store on Londonderry on the city side. It's in the Dusty Estate. And I'll tell you what, it's big and it's the exact same architecture as Limavadi's new store, but car park's a lot bigger. It's very busy in there, and yet for the first time, like, I actually give a happy face. You know the wee scanners you go out, I had to give them a happy face. Only one customer in front of me, and I got seen there pretty quickly. I'm just looking here. I would have told to come in here in the caravan or a motorhome, because it's one of them car parks now. If you came round, you could park over several spaces, but if they weren't available, you can circle around and go back out. But the parking's in the front of the store as well, so the parking's around the three sides of the store. So that's why I just want to come in today, to pass by, just check it out. So before I could never stop at the store, but there I can. But the denture sticks are there too, well, that day there.
Decided on your behalf to ask Virginia McVeigh.
We may go on down to Dunree Fort, you know. We'll go down to Buncrana and Dunree Fort. And if it clears up, we'll do the rest of the run. And if it doesn't clear up, Dunree Fort will be exciting. But we'll go down to Buncrana now. Aye, we're down this way. We'll stop at Lisfannon Beach, because you did out. Aye, we'll stop at Lisfannon Beach.